Hi guys, well, welcome to today's video. Today, as you guessed from the what do they call that thing again? YouTube thumbnail, we're gonna be talking about 8 tips for female hygiene. Well, a lot of girls, we used to feel like what the balls is. You understand? We used to feel like we're too clean, we're too fresh, Instagram slave mamas, big girls. Okay, but sometimes with all these packaging, we tend to neglect the really fundamental things that are really basic that every girl is supposed to know. But sometimes because we're too preoccupied with one thing or the other, we forget to pay attention to, or even if we pay attention to them, we forget to do them consistently, do them regularly. So let's get right in to the video. Yeah, so first of all, we're going to be talking about underwear. My guys, my babes, you guys are my how can you people be wearing your bra for up to 3 weeks straight and the thing not enter washing machine? Even if it doesn't enter washing machine, maybe you just use your hand and wash it or something. Some of y'all do that, and honestly, it's not, the required time to wear your bra is probably 3 to 4 days, because if it stays there, bacteria begins to grow in it, and you will not know, because it's brass. Most of us, and myself, I was guilty at a point in my life. Some girls used to wear bra up to 3 weeks, so some girls don't even know that they used to wash bra at all. And trust me, I used to fall under that category before. So yeah, wash your bras. And then as for pants, the thing about it is that we have to be honest with ourselves here. Tongues are not comfortable. Lace, but for me, my friends that have big bum say tongues are comfortable for them, but for me, tongues are not comfortable. And another disadvantage about tongues and lace underwear and spandex, polyester underwear, is that it doesn't allow your vag to breathe. There's no air. Your vag actually can't breathe. So when you sweat, the sweat stays trapped in there. So it is more advisable to stay clear of underwear like this, and go for cotton. Go for underwear that you can actually breathe in. It's not necessarily the sexiest thing out there, but it's it's better than yeah, once in a while, once when you want to impress somebody, or you want to feel nice inside yourself, you are matching your bra, you want to match with your pants. That's nice, once in a while. But I advise you, most of the time, go for cotton underwear, because cotton underwear is breathable, cotton underwear is easy to wash, cotton underwear is comfortable. Highlights, cotton underwear is comfortable. Do not enter inside your yash. Cotton underwear is comfortable. Next, we're gonna talk about wiping down there. Bro, we have probably been doing it wrong our whole lives. Myself, I was doing it wrong too until about 2 months ago. When you finish peeing or you finish taking a shit and you want to wipe, it is better to actually wipe from top to bottom. No matter how uncomfortable or discomforting it may feel, it is better to wipe from top to bottom, because when you wipe from bottom to top, the bacteria from the back end comes to where we don't want to be infected. And most of the time we take all these small things for granted, and we end up being infected. And when they start to scratch, you start to dance on your chair in church, you start wondering what's going on. It's not like I have STD or something. No, it's not something like that. Please carry around pocket tissues, my G's, my babes. Please carry around pocket tissues. If you can, carry around a pack of wipes, so that you can at least so you feel fresh. You understand? If you can't, say use water, use wipes, and use tissue. If you can, so use water, and then after you use water, you use wipes to make sure everything is squeaky, and then you just use tissue to pat it dry. Yeah, so that's that. So down to my third tip: shaving. Forget all those female razors, male razors, anything. If you use the male razor, which is the one I use, if you use the male razor right, it's basically serves the same purpose as the female razor, and it costs less. So it is more economical, and if you find a way to if you know how to maneuver, it works. So first of all, make sure you do not repeat the blade. Do not repeat the razor. Please, it's disposable for a reason. Throw it away. Most girls complain, okay, when I shave I have bumps, when I shave I tend to get rashes, when I shave I cut myself. Try this. Instead of shaving up to down, or worse, down to up, shave diagonally, like make an X on your bag. Shave diagonally and shave horizontally. I know it's weird and it may seem like at first, okay, the hair is not going fast enough, it's not going. Take your time, don't rush it, because if you rush, you will cut. Before you start to shave, make sure you look for some kind of, I don't know what people call it, but I like to use cocoa butter. If there's no cocoa butter available, I use leave-in conditioner. If there's no leave-in conditioner, I use my holy grail, shea butter. Make sure you shave after you've had a shower, so that the hair there, your pores will be open and the hair there will be softer, you know, softer to take out. Another very I cannot overemphasize is the importance of deodorant. It is very essential, very important to use deodorant. Don't underestimate the importance of deodorant, perfume, body oil, cologne, whatever you want to use. I like to use non-stick deodorants, you know, the ones that I just rub and they come out, you know, sort of like this. Yeah, it's more convenient, because when I use, you know, roll-on, it makes me feel as if I'm already sweating, because the roll-on is wet. It makes me feel, so I like to use non-stick deodorant. After I apply my non-stick deodorant, I use my body cologne. You know, I just pour some on my hand. When I pour some on my hand, I just rub it at the areas where I know when they hug me, you know, they smell, they be like, wow, you smell like tangerine. And finally, in my preparation process, perfume. I like the situation when I pass. They be like, wow, who just passed or something like that. Yeah, I like that type of thing. So in case you're that kind, or you just like to smell good, you know, smell seductive, smell like flower, smell nice, you know, perfume is your go-to guy. I don't even know what point we have reached now, so I'm just gonna keep going. Another very important thing is, ladies, you have to love your feet, man. You have to love your feet. It is very important. When you're moisturizing, don't forget to moisturize your feet and give them more moisture than basically almost the rest of your body. Your feet, your elbows, your knees, those places that you know tend to get ashy, because my G, ashy isn't classy. So you moisturize your feet and you wear socks, because socks help to lock the moisture in and they don't expose your feet to ground dirt and things like that. So another thing is that, ladies, we have to moisturize, babes. I cannot overstress it. Moisturizing is very important, because see, me, I use shea butter. Shea butter is my holy grail. If I want to rub my lip, I'll rub shea butter. If I want to rub my hair, I'll rub shea butter. If I want to rub my body, shea butter. I cannot overstress it. I spend like moisturizing takes the most of my time when I'm getting ready. If I want to take my time, you know, caress my God-given melanin, I'm gonna take probably like 15 minutes. Who knows? I'll lock my door. My brother will be knocking. Boom, open the door now. What are you doing? They don't know about it. So yeah, moisturize, girls. You know, keep your skin fresh, keep it feeling silky. Finally, not really finally, but you know. Another important point to note is the use of panty liner. Some of us don't even know what the freaking thing is, and trust me, I didn't know up until a while ago. This is a panty liner. It's green here because this is an iron strip. You know, us when we wash our pants now, when we wash our underwear, we usually hang it in bathroom because you don't want anybody to be seeing your pants hanging outside, or you can dry it in dryer or something. But the best way to actually dry your underwear is sunlight. And after you dry it in the hot sun, you come back and iron it. But most of us don't have time for that, myself included. So the reason why you're supposed to dry it on that hot sun is so that it will kill the bacteria. So you gotta protect yourself. And I know most of us don't have time to iron, most of us don't have time to dry it outside. So your best bet is actually panty liner. When you put the panty liner on your underwear, it just helps you protect your inner against all those bacteria on your underwear. So it's like a bridge, I don't know the word though. An intercessor. What? So it's like a middle ground between your bag and your pants. So, and the anion strips help to cleanse yourself, remove odor, you know, because you know your bag is self-cleaning. So to cleanse, remove odor, you know, protect it against that bacteria, I advise panty liner with anion strips. So, and every day is daily, oh, babes, except maybe, you know, you want to get down or something, but daily use is important. So, and sometimes some panty liners help to quell your menstrual pain. If you're like me and your menstrual pain makes you feel like there's one fat man jumping on top of your uterus, panty liners are really your best bet. Yeah, so that's it. That's about it, guys. That's really about it. Ruby's 8 tips to feminine health care, feminine hygiene, feminine self-care, and all this will not, all this is necessary, but the most important thing, ladies, girls, women, is to love yourself first. Because if you don't love yourself, you won't see the need to take care of yourself. I beg, am I not ready? I'm already ugly, so what's the point? Nobody even likes me, so even if I do anything, no. The first tip is actually to love yourself first, and every other thing will follow. You will begin to love taking care of yourself. You will begin to want to do these kind of things to make yourself happy. So the first tip is to love yourself. At the end of this video, I'd like to remind you guys to like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Yeah, and I'd also like to remind you guys to love yourself, love your neighbor, shine your shine, let another person shine their shine. Please don't hit another person shine on another person shine. Don't do it. Shine your shine, let another person shine their shine. So that together we'll join ourselves and we'll make the world a shinier place. So thank you guys for watching this video. Ruby signing out.